adapt with. And Kakira SS is just making me so proud of the sugar canes, because they only think Kakira has sugar. No, we now have the science here at Kakira SS.
Yeah, the stand now, as you can see, it is fixed. I'm just putting this to help this to be in a straight state.
Yes.
I'm almost done with it. Then after that, this is going to go here. This way is going to be fixed.
Okay.
And your book can be right here.
Yes.
As the light hits on it, so that you can read your book. So now
you put your book, the head is up, yeah. Let's call it the lamp. Yes, the lamp is up.
The book will be here and the light will be from here, will be hitting from here to the book.
You can adjust it to any angle?
Yeah, you can adjust at any angle.
Okay.
Yes. So now I'm going to put the bottle tops to make it tight, so that when you adjust, you remain in the same position.
Okay. So the setup is not that it will take your time for reading. You can set it up at around 6, let me say 6:30, before the electricity checks out. Or you can set it just when you're done with your supper, you sit and you have your books. So the scholars are also sorted. Not only boarders are benefiting because they have the standby generator, they have the solar panels in the school, but we have now the students that are coming up with ideas. For Kakira Secondary School is a day school, but it got us covered in a way that we are coming up with ideas to have the tabler at your home, cost efficient. How beautiful that is.
As you can see, it has been set up already.
Yes.
Now this conducts the power from the battery through the USB and it puts it here. After here, it will be conducted through the wires which are inside the wood.
Inside the wood?
Yeah, I made a hole there.
The wood is hollow?
Yeah, no, it's not hollow actually.
But you passed it behind?
I removed this plywood here and I made a hole so that the wire could pass inside.
For safety? For safety,
yeah.
That's nice.
As you can see, slightly.
Wow.
And here there's a potentiometer to reduce the intensity, like for those who have sight issues.
Just like me?
Yeah. Some of them don't need too intense light. So you can use this potentiometer here to reduce at the intensity you want.
Okay.
At night can really show it very well. It's because of the sun, you can't show it very well.
I understand.
So that's what I had.
How many days did it take you to come up with the whole table?
It took me almost a month.
A month?
Yeah. Because after making it, I had to innovate. For example, here.
Yes.
For those who have like phones, you want to read your book and like you don't have anywhere to put your phone.
Yes.
I made this so that you can put your phone right here and you put your notes as your book will be in front of you.
Yes.
So you'll be copying your notes from the phone like just like a blackboard. And
you write it in research.
Yeah.
Wow.
And I made it to be adjustable so that maybe the seat where you're sitting on is low.
Yes.
So it needs you to incline the phone at a certain angle.
Yeah.
So you can easily incline at the angle in which you want it to be.
And it's comfortable on a seat.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
Welcome.
This is very beautiful, very innovative. As I told you, we shall meet the magic in innovation. Here we are. We are meeting up with the innovation, with the magic. But there is a saying that goes, and this project is bringing it up. It may seem hard, but with perfection, everything becomes easy.
Yes,
and with
true.
Practice.
Yes.
Thank you so much, Calvin.
Welcome.
Well done.
Thank you.
We have a lot to show you. As I told you, our students have aligned very many projects and beautiful ones. But we have social media handles. We have Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, and YouTube. Mama TV Uganda. Follow us, share, like, subscribe to get more of the exclusive students are always never settled. Idea, what's your name?
My name is Binzika Precious Tehila.
Tehila.
Yes.
And this is? Timothy. Okay, so it's a team of two. They have something beautiful. And what is this?
This is a door alarm.
It's a door alarm?
Yes.
Okay.
A door alarm.
A door alarm.
Yes. However, this door alarm of us,
yes,
we can still utilize it in alarming in other places like the big buildings like fire outbreak.
Yes.
And yes, that stuff. So in our door alarm we're having the lights. Yes. These
Yes.
lights are going to help us. So before I explain much about the project, we generated the project after noticing that in our community there are a lot of things like you leave your house just for some minutes,
Yes.
then after coming back you notice that they've stolen you things, or you are in the bedroom, then a thief breaks into the house, then in the sitting room they take some
it
more
a
of the
shop.
stuff. So yes, be it a shop. So we as Kakira secondary Kakira SS students, we have
Yes.
come up with this, and we think it can help you solve everything.
The fire alarm can help us in the
Yeah, when the fire gets on.
outbreak, be
Yeah,
it
the
robbing, be it, it's all for the alarming.
Yes. So let Michael first of all tell you more about.
As you can see,
Yes, Timothy.
we are having two containers here.
They are containers.
Here is where the alarm is,
Yeah.
which makes the noise. Then here is the light. Now this side we have the lightings. Then here is this container consists of the motherboard. This motherboard is where we get the switch, which we shall put on. Maybe this switch, maybe if you're going maybe outside as she has said, or
Yes.
maybe you're going to sleep at night.
Yes.
Now you can put this whole equipment.
In case the batteries are out of the voltages, we can use the solar panel. In case you're out of solar panel, we can use electricity.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
these parts have their let me say the chargers, whereby we can put, since it's labeled on the motherboard.
Yes.
Now we have two chargers. Since we have two sources, they have the solar source, which this is its charger
For the solar.
for the solar.
Yes.
And for the electricity, this is it. It contains the plug. We put in a socket or somewhere else. There is also a pipe, small pipe, whereby we put some small rods
Okay.
on the both containers, called a rod. Now this part is where the lid comes inside.
To keep the road raised.
Yeah.
Okay.
Then, if maybe a thief comes in pushing the door,
Yeah.
while you not know, maybe you're bathing, you what? Now, the door will force the lids to come
Move out.
making the noise.
Okay.
Then this side,
Then
we shall
this side
see the light.
shall see the light. This side.
In case you're maybe asleep.
Asleep,
The
maybe
light
even the rooms are dark. You can easily see the thief, the face for his identification in case. Because also this will help us notify
Yes.
the person, the owner of the house, to know that somebody is in the
Has
house.
broken into the house, into the room, into the shop.
Into your shop. Now this part, what's new about it, what's good about it, it's having an output. This output is like a USB output. In case
It can help you charge.
it can help you charge in case there's no electricity, since we
Wow.
have another source of power. Now we can use them to charge our phones, charge anything else using the USB output.
Okay. So what do you have to tell the students out there?
What I have to tell the students there is that we can all cook
Okay.
Yes, what I tell them is that let's look around what is in our surrounding.
Yes.
So that instead of the government and the rest of the people spending money to buy things from other places, let them make good use of us, because we have the brains and they have the brains. So our brains can also cook up something that will help the nation.
Thank you so much, beautiful lady. Yes, Timothy, what do you have to tell them?
What I can tell them, if at all you have any idea and you think that the materials maybe they are hard to get,
Yes.
please look around your community, because some materials come about from plastics. Most materials come
And that
about.
is true, of which plastics are not good in our environment.
Yeah, we have been facing many cases of global warming increasing in
Due to the
Uganda.
fact of plastics.
Yeah, plastics, too much plastics. So can improvise with such plastics. And another thing I could say, the challenge we got during the making the project,
Yes.
is obtaining the motherboard. The motherboard, since we bought it, but also there's developing it.
Yes.
This
to,
is what-
to enhance it, make it
Yeah,
more.
yeah. Now this motherboard, we
Of things to show you. We still have beautiful projects coming up from our students at Kakira Senior Secondary School. There are very many, very productive, and it's magic meeting up with the innovation. Well, it's not all about that. We dreamt about them. It's not all about that. We just came up with an idea that Kakira SS may be with something. It's because they invited us. Thanks be to their head teacher. It may be your school next. It's all about the vote you put in the comment section. It might be a parent and you're interested in the works you're seeing. You let us know in the comment section. Put it in the comment section, the school of the name, the school of your student. You know, it may be a brother, it may be a sister. Let's see what they have for us here.
Okay, thank you so much. This is an exercise-based generator. It is from the principle of magnetism in physics.
Okay.
First of all, it has various components. First, it is made up of ball bearings, as you can see this side.
Yes.
Ball bearings, we have shaft, and these are the pedals. Since it is an exercise-based, we are going to be pedaling as generate electricity. So it's made up of gears. This is the bigger gear where the pedal is attached, and this is the smaller gear which runs the magneto this side.
Okay.
So we have the magneto here, which gives the magnetism or the magnetic flux, which is going to cut the copper coil inside here. So as you give the rotation, it's going to rotate this magneto, and that magneto, as it cuts or it forces the electrons out of the copper wire, they are going to move and they are going to have a flow of current. So if you have flow of current, that's already electricity. So that electricity, being generated. So it will come out from this side and be generated on this lamp holder. So as my friend can connect, okay. So now we apply our rotation at this point, and this point is going to transform the rotation on this smaller one.
Okay.
We made this one to be big and this one small, because if you make this one big, we are going to have one revolution as it makes more than one revolution on this smaller one. So
One revolution in the up and the smaller one gets
makes 3 revolutions
out of the one.
out of the one. That's why I put the bigger one here. So if you want to have more revolutions,
Yes.
you add here a bigger one. So the electricity being produced depends on the amount of rotations that you're producing.
The amount of rotation.
Yeah, amount of rotation, yeah. So it can be put in gyms. For example, those people who are doing the gym work, they
Yes.
can be doing their exercises as they generate electricity. So first of all, as generating electricity is going to be connected first of all to the battery, because now you cannot continuously rotate it, or you cannot cycle it for a long time as you're lighting yourself. You've charged the battery that's going to light those bulbs, like solar panel. This one can be a substitute to a solar panel first of all. Yeah. So you can be cycling as it charges the battery, but from the battery it's going to be connected where? To the bulbs. So you can cycle at velocity. That's the light that we have.
So basically, the more effort that is put in, the more the current being generated,
Wow.
To light the bulb. So we face very many challenges in this project. There are very, very many, because it was not even done in one day. As my friend will explain the various challenges.
Yes.
So the challenges we faced in this project process were, like, to mention a few, but so we had the challenge of access to the materials.
Access to the materials.
Access to the materials.
Like which material in particular? Because I'm seeing wood, I'm seeing the gears, a chain.
Like the gear.
Yes.
I think we all bought the gears.
Yes.
So these gears, the 2 gears were bought, and the wood we just got from our company has a carpentry workshop.
Okay.
So we got the wood from the carpentry workshop.
Okay.
And the wires we got from, like, in our physics lab, as we do project, like we do like various experiments.
So also in accessing those materials, first of all, just not pick a material and just put it here. We have modifications. So take example, there's a shaft here. This shaft does not work at this point, this which rotates the magneto, but we just had to modify it. And modification, not going to just modify once and it works. You have to modify one, it fails, again retry like that various times.
So it's all after a repetition, never giving up, and you have to practice.
Yeah, also you can look at this wood as we're nailing, it was breaking, and so you have to do it repeatedly until you come up with the final thing.
Yes.
Yeah.
So in our communities most people in our communities, they don't have money to pay for electricity bill.
That is true.
Yes, but with our knowledge of generating electricity, we are able to solve that problem, because this one when we get a battery, we connect here. So as we rotate, we generate electricity which is stored in the battery. Then at night, we can now light our rooms using this knowledge. So we are saving our money that we are supposed to pay for electricity bill by using this simple generator.
My name is Bridget.
Yes, Bridget.
Any message with the viewers, like, actually this can also help in areas where, let me say, there is underserved electricity. Yeah, when there is no electricity, you can use this, as he has explained. You use this to charge your battery and to light in the house.
Okay.
Yeah.
So this is the physics club.
Yeah.
Form 5.
Form 5, the new curriculum. I'm so glad to have you. True, we are the pioneers. Okay. Okitori Joseph.
Yeah.
So Okitori, what do you have for us?
This is a taser, electric taser.
Taser? Okay.
Yeah. So this, just like my previous colleagues, this focuses on security and well-being of people. Like even women, like in our area here, may have rapes, cases of harassment. So this is safeguard those women.
Yes.
Yeah,
not only women, but
not
also
only women. Men also sometimes.
Yes.
Yeah. Then also, since we're in an industrial area, we have like an industrial security service.
Yes.
And these people need like how to safeguard themselves when they are conducting their security around here. They can also use this for capturing maybe criminals. Instead of focusing on gunfire,
it can be used for safety.
Yeah. So if what you just have to do is just turning this on.
Yes.
You turn this on. This will be like the point of application of that, which will exert that electric shock.
So the sparks
very painful.
now on.
The
sparks are supposed to be on someone, but they're okay. Well, Kakira SS has a lot for us. We have seen much. We had a look at the electric lab. We had a look at the teaser. We had a look at the alarm. We had a look at the generator that gives us light out of pedaling. We had a look at a lot, and we are still seeing much. So I'm here with my friend Gideon, and he has something for me. So hey Gideon, how are you?
I'm fine.
So this is
my electric mower.
Electric mower.
Yeah.
So let me know more about the mower.
This is the control system of the mower.
Yes.
It's handmade.
Okay.
You see that it comprises of an antenna.
Yes.
It sends the signals to the mower.
Okay.
Here, these are the terminals.
The terminals of the mower.
Yeah, if you join them, they work as buttons in this case.
Okay.
And it also has a solar here for charging the battery.
Okay.
So this is for wiring. This here it's the main machine.
Yes.
It has a switch here, and this switch here is for powering up the control system of the motors.
Yes.
And this here is for powering up the blade, this blade.
And that blade is for?
Mowing, like cutting grass.
Okay.
Yeah. And for this to work, it works under 4 phases. In the first phase, where the user puts in a command.
The user puts in a command?
Yeah, user input. So in this case, if I do like this,
yes,
this I'm trying to command this vehicle. So when I do this, signals will be sent to the processor of this, the motherboard of this transmitter.
Yes.
Once the signals reach there, they go to the antenna.
From the antenna?
From the antenna, they will be sent to the receiver here.
So it's in a phase of 4?
Yeah.
Wow.
So when this receives the signals from the antenna, it will be the signals will be sent to the processor.
To the processor, then?
After it reaching the processor, that's when it's like the brain of the mower.
Yes.
It will decide whether the user is trying to command it whether to move frontwards or backwards.
Okay.
This here is making it go frontwards.
Okay.
And if you do this, it comes backwards.
Yes.
If I join these terminals here that you are seeing, this one's so making it turn right, but the turning system kind of weak, but you can see it trying to turn.
It's trying to turn.
Yeah. Listen.
Wow.
And the main purpose of this project is like I wanted to reduce on the rates of pollution, because you see that the world is undergoing under what we call global warming.
Yes.
And the kinds of mowers that are being used today, they use fuel, and in which if fuel is burnt, it emits that carbon dioxide to the atmosphere.
Out of the combustion that is all taking place.
Yeah. So that's why I decided to make an improved mower that uses only batteries.
Ayala Jeremiah.
Ayala Jeremiah and Gideon.
Yeah.
Okay. So what do you have for us?
So here we have an electric shocking bag.
Electric shocking bag.
Yes.
Yes.
This is an inspiration of a new era of security. Here we are mostly specifying on insecurities that have been happening in our communities. For example, rape, theft, a lot of robbery.
Yes.
And all of this happens due to insecurity. People don't know how to protect themselves, or people have the fear to protect themselves from the bad people.
Yes.
So, with I have here my electric shocking bag. This inspired me by some incident that happened in our community.
Yes.
A robber came to a shop and teased the woman to give him the money. But instead of the woman protecting herself, she was in fear and gave her the money deliberately.
Due to the sake of life?
Due to the sake of life.
Yes.
So here I made this bag. So here,
yes,
when like the burglars come into your house and you've noticed that the burglar is outside, you put on your bag.
Yeah.
When you put on your bag, you switch off all the lights in the house so the burglar cannot identify where you are. So during its function, you switch on the lights.
Yes.
This switch here is for the lights. And according to on the correct electrical here, we have the switch for the lights. Switch on the lights so that you are able to see in your house if the burglar is around. I hope you can see it. Like
yes.
So when you're in your house, you switch it on. This is for lights, and then this here the red switch. When you switch it on from here, as you can see, when the lights red, the electric threads are on.
Okay.
So it is ready to shock. So with a quick tap.
So that can be on someone who is
attacking you.
Wow. Okay.
So basically we use the motherboard from a mosquito taser.
Yes.
This is a motherboard from a system server.
Yeah.
Then we have batteries for microphones. Then we have an old torch. This is from a set.
Yes.
These are pens, as you can see, we just cut them. The switches we got them from an old solar panel.
Okay.
This piece of wood which you got from home, and the bag from an old bag which was at home.
Why you go for a gun and you can get yourself an electric bag, which is a gun, and it's just in your hands, on your back, and you have your safety. How are you?
I'm fine.
My name is Cynthia, and you are?
My name is Asango Joseph.
Asango Joseph. So Joseph, what do you have for us?
Here we have a math game.
Math game?
Yes, and it's called Joseph's Number Scrabble. So this game, when I was in senior 1, when my mother just bought me a new calculator, I had a lot of things to do with the calc, so I used the calc for various purposes. So when I was pressing the digits on the calculator, I came to realize that there are some things that could help me design a project. So when I was designing this game, I made it to be in form of a square. I applied some little knowledge from mathematics and technology and design.
Yes.
So this game is played between two participants, two players.
They're supposed to be two people?
Yes, two people.
And so what are the rules of the game?
The rules of the game, first and foremost, no using mathematics calculators.
Oh, no scientific calculator?
Yes.
Okay.
And then time span for brain calculation is exactly 15 seconds.
So it's like a chess game?
Yes, that's why I have some timers here. So the game starts with the lower build-up. According to the order of board mass, we start with division.
Yes.
Yeah. So because board mass has bracket of multiplication, division, multiplication, addition and subtraction.
Yes.
So we start with division, because when you look at these numbers, when you combine these numbers in their order, whether vertically, diagonally, horizontally, they are all divisible by 3. So let us take, for example, we have our number 123. The arrows mean a lot.
Yeah.
So 123 divided by 3. This arrow shows that you divide while going to your right hand side.
To the right hand side.
And then this one shows that you divide while going to the left hand side.
123 divided by 3.
Yes.
We get 41.
Yes, exactly. We get 41.
Yes.
So when you're going to play, since the highest value in this game has 3 digits, so our 41 has 2 digits, right?
Yes.
So we take 0 as a placeholder to fill in that gap.
Where we've got the answer.
Yes. So we shall get a tile that has been labeled on 0, we place there. Also get a tile that has been labeled on 4.
Yes.
We place there. And a tile that has been labeled on 1, we place there.
And you have 041.
Yes.
Well, as I told you, Kakira SS had a lot for us. We began with the electric lab, went to the taser, we had an alarm, we had a electric mower, we had an electric gun, we had the arithmetic game, we had a motor. Well, here is our last one, but they say the last one, he who laughs last, laughs better. Let's see.
All right, thank you so much. I'm back here in this project. It is under physics, but working under the principle of Bernoulli's principle. It is under pressure.
Under Bernoulli's?
Yeah.
That is
called water sprinkler. It's just used for irrigating at home our plants.
Yes.
So, my friend will take you through the parts of it, and I'll take you through the mode of operation.
Yes, Shaban, and this
is? I'm Buffer Abed.
Buffer?
Abed.
Abed. Okay. Yes, Abed.
Okay, this is the water sprinkler, so I'll take you through the parts. So first of all, we have our water tank.
Okay.
Yeah, our water tank. Then as you go upwards, then we have these 2 taps.
Yes.
The taps, then we have these pressure tanks.
Okay.
And for the pressure tanks, we go up till the last part of it where we have the sprinklers.
Okay.
So yeah, so each of the parts coordinate with the other so that we can get what we want, the irrigation.
Okay, so as told you, this is the water tank. We put inside here our water. But that water, when you're putting it inside, first open the pressure tanks like this. Open the pressure tanks, you pour in your water, and this tap is open at this position, also this one is open. Then the water will go in direct to your water tank. Then after that, you close.
Okay.
Tightly, because now these are pressure tanks, should not escape any pressure. So as told, this is now the tap, it's called the pressure tap. So you're going to pump in your air, and your air is going to accumulate inside here. From Bernoulli's principle, you can see that the pressure being subjected by one fluid onto the other is easily, or it is equally transmitted at, like if it is being exerted at point A, it is equally exerted at point B.
Yes.
So now you are going to exert that pressure here, and it's going to be equally exerted up here in the sprinklers.
Okay.
How? You have this pipe is long and reaches up approximately up to here.
Yes.
So as we pump in our air will be taking this upper part.
It will fill up the place with the pressure. The pressure will help it rise up?
Yeah, rising up. Yeah.
They will oppose each other and...
the resultant will be its movement up.
Okay.
So after that, you open this tap. When this one is closed, that water from in here will come to this pressure
tanks.
Yeah.
Then after that, reaching there, you first touch them and test whether the pressure is enough. After testing, then you open here, and we are going to have our rotation up here.
So this is where air like the water, since you remember that the air inside
After that, you can lock here, and now it's putting in more pressure inside. It is hard.
It's hard.
Wow. You have pressure. So you can stop there. So after that, you open here.
Let's wait.
You see how we have our irrigation.
Okay.
Like that. That's the rotation. As I was speaking about the Newton's third law, we put these holes in a strategic way, whereby if you have water escaping from this side, this hole, it's going to go in this direction, and it's going to give an opposite direction to this can.
Equal and opposite?
Yeah.
Equal but
So to give it an opposite what? An opposite motion, as you can see. Like that. This one is this side, or the other one is this side. So this one escapes, it gives it an equal force after that one, which is different, the direction where the water is escaping from. Wow. That's how it applies.
So new curriculum has any message to them?
The message that I can give to the audience is that when you see when you see a problem in the society, first of all, take that effort that you study from the class, all the concepts, and apply it. Because this project, we made it after studying pressure in our class.
Yes.
So we just looked at the environment and we said that instead of using a watering can, why can't we use our knowledge of Bernoulli's principle and make a project which can irrigate without moving around? So now, as my fellow new curriculumers, whenever we learn a concept in class, make sure that you can apply it into the environment by using that knowledge. You're not just studying like old curriculum way. Get a concept from the class and apply it.
The new curriculum came up because of just having ideas. When you look at the old curriculum, okay, it's not that bad, but we're just kind of, let me take it as class-centered. Class-centered, teacher-centered. So now, as the new curriculum came up, we came up and we're the source of the knowledge.
Yes.
So now, since we're the source of knowledge, we're the source of the ideas also. So if you can use those ideas to implement and solve the problems in our society, you can say that we're going to change. There is going to be a good change. Now, if you have a lot of these made up, we're going to have better.
We are good to go.
Yeah.
I'm so delighted to be on this platform. My name is Binsika Precious Tehila, a student of Senior 3, Kakira Secondary School. I'm just here to give some simple motivation to the students out there. But before, I would love to thank the administration at large because it has supported us with funds. Our physics teacher, mostly Mr. Biao Simon, who has been really great in helping us. I would also not leave out my parents because they have also helped me in supporting me, telling me to take a step forward and move on with the projects. One advice I have for you, a student who is there, mostly the girl child, is to take up a step. You know, with the girl children, we are mostly known of making things like just writing essays because they know we are good at literature. But the advice I give you as a girl child, I tell you to take a step. You can also make a project in physics. As you saw earlier, we made a project that is the door alarm. So I advise you as my fellow girls to also come up with projects that involve you, to involve electricity, mathematics, that stuff, because it will really be of great impact to our community. Don't just sit in class, look around, see what you can innovate. As you're studying, don't just study to pass, but study to use the concept, because this is the new curriculum, a curriculum that is going to teach us to be problem solvers, and we are job creators, not job seekers. So I advise you to look for ways of making yourself of great value to the community.
My name is Mukama Shaban in Senior 5 doing PTM sub ICT, that's Physics, Technology and Design and Mathematics. I would like to first take this opportunity to thank our administration, our head teacher, our deputy academics, director of studies, and all other teachers who have been helping us in the science projects, because they have been also funding some of our projects since we don't have enough money to raise them. Thank you so much. So to the students, sit in class. Don't sit to pass, but sit to solve. Currently in Uganda, we have various things. People are facing very many challenges of how to get energy for cooking, for also the motorcycles. You're seeing Chinese are starting to make electric motorbikes. Why not in Uganda? Yet we have science teachers who teach us electricity. So sit down in class, get the concept, and get a project which is a practical solution to the problems in the society. So to our to our parents out there, I ask you, please, sincerely and humbly, if your child comes out or cries out to get some money from you to support the project, please help them do so to get that money, because it is helping you to become innovative and creative in the society.
Gideon Mumfen, student at Kakira Secondary School. I'm in senior 4. First and foremost, I would like to take this privilege to thank the TV presenters of Mama TV for giving us this golden opportunity for Kakira SS to express its intelligence. The only message I have for you fellow students who are in new curriculum is that you should believe in yourself, because in the area that I live in, people think that making such projects is only for big people, and that can be a step back in towards you achieving your success. So you should believe in yourself, love what you do, trust in, and also pray to God, and all will go well. Thank you.
Well, we have seen a lot. Lugazi Homson gave us wonders. We began with Kakira SS expecting magic. Of course, we got the magic. They gave us the beautiful magic out there. But how does this magic come about? It's all about letting us know we have something. Like after they cook up something, they let us know. So in the comment section is where you can drop us the message of your school. Maybe it's your sibling who is good at science. He or she is always having sleepless nights, restless times, because he or she is coming up with something beautiful. It may be your daughter parent. The student may be right now absent, but when you go for the video, you can drop her the video. When you go for a visitation, same. When he comes back from school, he or she can tap this video and have a link for the project, have an idea. This is the new global. Thank you so much for being with us. Remember to follow us on our social media platforms, YouTube,